Lot of to-in and fucking fro-in, Hirsch. Smart place. Good. You're sure about this, Hirsch? Alright, I'm not an idiot. I thought so. Just...
4, maybe. But she was clutching something more with the barest of fingertips. That's gone now. You almost heard it go.
You... want me to come?
You do not. Emotional liabilities become operational liabilities.
Okay, easy enough. I can do that. I should get her then. Say goodbye or something.
She doesn't move. In the silence, you notice the piano music from Ultravioletta's room has ceased. In fact, you haven't heard it since you got here.
I heard you the first time. Don't fucking rush me.
As she slides from her seat, her eyes don't come close to meeting yours.
It's cold out here. Then again, it was cold in the safe house too.
She switches her portable keyboard to her other shoulder and gazes across the black glass of seawater.
This boat's not going to the Eastern Republics, is it? I thought so. You don't understand at all. Maybe you can't. Maybe that's my fault.
The girl lifts her head and stares across the breaking waves.
Why are you doing this to me? I don't have much left to give. I think they know it too. There is always something more they can take, yes. I'm talking about what I'm willing to give.
The words are firm, despite the gentle trembling that's overtaken her. On the other side of the pier, 2 figures approach from the dimness. The old man's eyes flit between you and the girl. He appears more frail than his voice made him sound.
Don't get shot, Herschel. That would be a real shame.
Kaleidoscope stares at Ultravioletta like he can't look away.
Sounds like you've got it all figured out. Did Yana know about this?
Spare her this knife at least.
You'll never see her again. Goodbye, Hirsch. When they send me up to space, I'll watch you down here, running around in your sad little circles. How cruel.
The girl walks forwards, keyboard swaying on her back as the old man on the opposite side of the pier shuffles towards her. Suddenly, she stops and looks back at you, her face frozen in a mask.
What's Minister Reyes doing here?
What will you say to that cruel angel?
Hirsch? What is happening?
She points a finger at the old man shuffling towards you.
Please don't call me that.
When they ask what you've done,
Is this all a dream? Am I dreaming?
with your heart. The old man keeps his eyes on you as he walks forwards.
Long time no speaking, Herschel.
The now former prisoner turns to one side, then the other, as though taking the measure of his situation for the first time.
It seems poor Dante is worth his weight in posters. Because we are one and the same. I'm one of Great Facundo's famous unfortunate body doubles.
Your mind rebels at the thought. Zero out this uncanny monster.
You have the monopoly of violence here. You get to believe whatever you choose. We came from the same village, Facundo and I. Second cousins, hence the resemblance. We went through the early imprinting process together, the old process, pre-techno. But in the end, only Facundo's clay was malleable enough to become anonymous. As for myself, I remain, well... Yes, I meant that school. I was given a sacred role to play. I was made to step into death's path and read the lines prepared for Facundo. Instead, he'll be speaking the words meant for me. A twist? Sure. That's what it is.
Enough preamble. You're here for one thing only.
Before the secret treaties can be consummated, a ritual must take place. A private ritual, known to very few. Facundo will be attending with only a token guard. If you're going to kill him, that will be your chance. Versions of it take place once a year across the Illuminated Empire. A time to honor our so-called deathless heroes, the warriors of Reunion.
The same heroes who dropped barium bombs on the tenantries of St. Owen.
In all our time together, I'd never taken you for a relativist. How sad.
Put this fascist rhoda in the ground.
The ritual will take place at the old shrine to Canopus, tended faithfully by our small colony of expatriates who remain in the Empire's light. You can reach it by aerotram.
Place. Check.
My friend and savior, that you already know. That's right. For years, the shedding of his leaves has marked days of remembrance. And now it will mark the start of Facundo's visit.
Time. Check. The bones of the plot are set. Already you can feel muscle and sinew begin to weave themselves around the fray.
That's it. A few simple words and it's done. Disconcerting how fast the big stuff occurs sometimes, isn't it? Now, I believe you have some papers for me. Yes, I think there is. Tell him the third fear isn't death. It's ourselves. You're all fair with our techno mysteries, are you not? I assumed you'd understand. Well, what about the girl? What's to become of her? Her terrible gift, to be the brightest star in the firmament. All right then.
Cicatrices from Terra La Luz. Fabricators from the Ministry of Cosmonautics present free custom spacesuits for inspection. A young publicist with severely angular hair scan. The sea air bites. Salt stings your nostrils.
And get shot in the back. Honorable for a communist.
He gazes up at the night sky and sniffs the air like a dog.
And still no light. Pour Dante to the end. Hail the illuminated.
The old man's pace is almost leisurely as he dissolves into the night. A coastal wind whips through your hair. At the far end of the pier, Kaleidoscope ushers Ultravioletta onto the waiting boat.
Nice to see one of ours honor their word. Rare occurrence, the deeper you go. I mean, old age will get him in the short to mid-term. But yes, alones eat, Dante. I have a final request of you. Feel free to turn me down, of course.
What class of music player is that headphone wire connected to? Must be a high-end import.
Now that I've raided the company safe, so to speak, I have nowhere else to go. I wondered if I could throw in with you.
The reactionary lays down his logo garments and turns toward the light.
Sure, but more with you, Cascade. Honestly, I can't put it into words, so I won't try. But I feel like Ultravioletta has entwined us in some way.
Your assignment could do with a professional operant. Yes, professional operant.
So, bucko, room for one more? No cause. I do as you direct. Inthor probably vastly outdrank you in both experience and ability.
The man stares at you for a long moment.
Very good. When do we start? Then I'm glad to be here for the big finale. Once I see Ultravioletta Toulouse, I'll await you a signal at the fog mirror. I don't know yet. I'm just trying to keep a respectful distance.
Within the hole, Ultravioletta clasps her keyboard to her chest and stares unblinking at her damp shoe.
It all feels much like a dream. Then maybe it is all one communal dream? Whatever keeps you around, I suppose. A pleasure. Be well, Cascade.
He offers you a small salute, then turns and walks towards the boat. The weather-beaten wooden awning protects offerings to the angel Rotanev. Rotanev, angel of predators and prey. Also, a 5-soul bill fluttered. Blasphemous. The wind. You shift your stance. The glow of the candle's collected light reflecting on the awning. Not all prey can escape. The wind changes direction, and for a moment, you catch the smell of the ocean. A few of the reverends observing the whole tableau as a hunk of wood. It may once have been well carved, but now it merely... Superstitious businessmen, refugees, and girls who want all self-perpetuating cycles or a form of the hut. Sun dips low, brushing the peat-hole tract in grey and copper. The remains of a community that was traded for a single shot at the sky. In the distance, Portafero's old rocket silo bores into the soil. And inside 'em, the record. Something tells you it won't get much better inside. Your footsteps crunch.
Are you here for the copper?
Skin burnt, strong and unhealthy.
All the copper has been claimed. Yes, yes, all of it. Ah, then maybe cooperation.
Suddenly,
Holds money. Here, have some, have some.
your hands close upon a mass of hard, crumpled paper. The scent of 100,000 grubby hands and the insides of cash registers. There is nothing false about that money.
Yes, yes, full.
She pulls out further. This is more money than you've seen. The role's subject dissonance is too much.
Subcomandante Bagman has already shown us that money is worthless. But I keep all the copper. The Revelator, the Brown Phantom.
She laps from the same pool as Malin's father. Miss Bagman is the fibre of the web connect.
The reality situation plays every single afternoon. Hopefully you understand. Many watch. Why?
Something flares in her eyes.
You are thinking of going in there? Is that so? Is that so? Looking for what? Aha, yes, yes, of course.
The heat of unwanted attention.
Silo was abandoned in a hurry. Many things left down there. Things... You know what is down there, don't you? The things... Dolphin-human hybrids. A tortured species originally bred for deep space exploration. Oh, yes.
She really wants you to explore the...
Yes, yes.
Metal shudders and groans beneath your feet. Red lights fade into nothing. Hundreds of steps wind in, disappearing into pure darkness. As the null entity lured you into an obvious trap. A small measure to fend off the encircling dark. You look at the metal between your feet, a square grid that cannot contain the emptiness that surrounds you.
Now that's a stride. That's a grand stride. Oh, hey, bud. Now, how'd a friendly face like yours end up here? Now, what you want to do is a bit of urban exercising. And take it from me, this is the best place to do it. Down and down they go. Greatest stairs I ever saw.
As you consider this,
You know, it's nice to have company. Afraid I can't help you, bud. I usually run down and come right back up. But I'd assume it's one of those doors further down. Beautiful place, isn't it? I come here regularly. This here's the perfect spot to run mitochondrial apoptosis drills. I am practicing full-spectrum autophagic cardio incineration. Pump up the heart rate until weak organelles and grief proteins burn right up. Full somatic reset just by running. Okay, that's how you make the voices go quiet. Get rid of those. And the fourth?
hardly anything he said makes medical sense. It barely makes linguistic sense.
That's the tip of the iceberg. You also need to worry about your lymph nodes, face here, adrenal glands. Pain is just the body flushing out stories it shouldn't have been told.
Pain is a nociceptive signal, a response triggered by actual or perceived tissue.
That's from the tough cycle full system flush. Sweat, cry, piss, shake, ascend. No wonder. I'm a bit worried about you, bud. You remind me of the old me back when I was working. Slumped thoracic spine for one, that's grief pooling in the vertebra. But the biggest problem's obvious. It's your lungs.
If only. There's plenty of past shame too.
Situation's worse than I feared then. I hope you don't take umbrage at my words, bud. I remember the days when bad thoughts...
Does this fool doubt the resilience? That's how we make sense of the world. There's no need to fall for it.
I understand.
So he insults your psyche as well.
I'm glad to hear it. Of course, if you have any doubt, we could... The top floor, when you come in. That's the loop. No gadgets, no props, nothing but raw athletics. You tell me when you're ready to run. Keep you moving, you'll be fine. Hey, bud. Keep you... bud.
Diagnostics complete. Ligaments primed. Heart rate nominal. Oh, yes.
Ready, steady, go!
Warning. Vertical drop ahead. Torque and acceleration throttle due to survival drive. Provide vocal input to engage. Run. Complete. Desired performance achieved. System switch into reward mode ++.
Stupendous stuff, bud. The speed, the leap. Sure. But the magic's in the keeping on, isn't it? To keep being stubborn against the world. Keep you moving.
Whatever light that slipped in from above has nearly drained away. You're entering the abyssal zone now, and your thoughts darken accordingly. In a windowless room far below, a thing crawls out of its tank. Slick grey skin over limbs too long, and on its back, a blowhole. Denial won't save you as you're being crushed by a being with the strength of a bodybuilder. They do too. They've been terribly lonely down here. Soon, they'll shamble out of the dark to greet you. Flippers outstretched in focus, operant. The air grows cold. You stand before an archival shelf. This one is labelled G. Its metal bays overflow with sagging dossiers. Your fingers skip across. Your index finger instinctively alights on a thick maroon folder. On its cover, concentric circles, old wax flakes under your finger. Hundreds of heavily redacted. The rituals of a bureaucratic autopsy. A brief survey of the document aligns with what you know. Redacted, T+763, redacted. The post-flight review suggests critical engineer. The entire crew is marked 1, Commander Esteban Roque. One of these things is not like the others. Dr. Straniak's responsibilities are listed as horrifically vague, yet ominous. In the weeks before launch, he conducted multiple psychological evaluations of his fellow crew members. The assessments are grouped and associated with each member of the crew. While Dr. Straniak has concerns about Markov's dissociative tendencies, he suspects the trait may ultimately be beneficial. According to the remarks, enter in sustained, prolonged host-reception state during... This isn't any psychology you recognize. It's all esoteric neuroscience, and across all 3 assessments, the language is strikingly consistent. He rates each of his colleagues. The doctor circled his last name twice and wrote below it, "Boundaries are illusions. Everything looks back." It's the motto of the Polytechnic University of Treffe, one of the most advanced and controversial experimental psychology. At the bottom of the page, a note. Additional notes may be found in Appendix D, AZK-11. Launch sequence begin. T plus 150 seconds main. A jagged cathedral, wreathed in eyes meet across the cabin. The same terror and wonder reflected as metal screams around them. T plus 243 seconds. Orbital velocity is typically achieved at the 8-minute mark. They weren't even close. T plus 292. Discrepancy. What of the timestamp from earlier? It was nested among redactions. You flip back to the executive summary. Redacted T plus 7. A difference of almost 9 minutes. Tucked in another page's corner, among unlabeled, plus 848 seconds. Redacted, plus 12 days, 21 hours, 53 minutes and 33 seconds. You stare at the sheet, questions swirling. By the final timestamp, a footnote pointing to a document. See SUP housekeeping and transmission storage. H. It must be here somewhere. You go over what feels like every folder on the shelf. The other shelves around you seem to lean in, as if expectant. You let the You approach 2 large archival shelving units. According to these labels, here you go. This is where the old Spies reference ID pointed you. The exposed side of shelving unit 6. If what you're looking for is still down here, it must be on the other side. No joy. The old metal groans, but does not budge. You approach. According to. Here you go. This is where the expo. If what you're looking for is still down here, no joy. The old. You pop a small hatch open and slip your hands into the warm cavity. Nice. The rail bus connector links every shelf here via the tracks. Force them into maintenance mode and their contents are yours. You plug the ancient micro around you. Motors begin humming and the shelf slowly moves along the rails. Floor's yours. You approach the open shelving unit. The shelf is thick with nearly identical records. Your finger. You take a mustard yellow record from the shelves. The reference ID HKT-. The rubber band is brittle and dry. The text reads, Summary of Contents. Under additional comments, someone has added, all contacts C7. So the trail ends here. Its casing is yellow. The disc inside nearly white. It's not like any other you've encountered. This is a U-matic. Are the form factors the same as any modern disc? The encoding method is entirely different. Your part in this exchange is done. It will be a relief to get out of this place. There is nothing. The control unit. No reason to fit. Thank you for your time. It all happens in milliseconds. A sharp blow to your elbow. The flashlight flying out of your grasp. In an instant, all the air in your lungs evacuates. Only then do you realize something has struck you with great violence. It all happens in milliseconds. In an instant, all the air in your lungs evacuates. Only then do you realize something is... No fight, no flight, only freeze. It all happens in milliseconds. In an instant, all the air in your lungs evacuates. Only then do you realize something has struck you with great violence. No. It all happens in milliseconds. In an instant, all the air... It all happens in milliseconds. In an instant, all the air in your lungs evacuates. Only then do you realize something... It all happens in milliseconds. In an instant, all the air... It all happens in milliseconds. In an instant. 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 All the... No. It all happens in milliseconds. In an instant, all the air... It all happens in milliseconds. In an instant. No. It all happens in milliseconds. In an instant. It all happens in milliseconds. In an instant. No fight, no flight. It all happens in milliseconds. In an instant. It all happens in milliseconds. In an instant. No fight, no flight. It all happens in... In an instant, all the air... It all happens in milliseconds. In an instant. No fight, no flight. It all happens in milliseconds, in an instant. No fight. It all happens in milliseconds, in an instant. It all happens in milliseconds, in an instant. All the air. No fight, no flight, only freeze. It all happens in milliseconds, in an instant. The body reacts quicker than the mind. You jab your elbow backwards as hard as you can. Ugh. Right in the fucking mouth. Painfully, the air re-enters your lungs. The relief is momentary. You feel the weight of your...
Where is it? Where's the disc?
No one else knows about the disc. How could your attacker be looking for it? You cannot see your opponent, but you can sense her shape. Soft, cartilaginous, wet.
You fucking...
You bound to your feet, but immediately crash into some hard object. The footsteps patter away into the darkness. The room is empty. Your assailant is nothing more than the clanging echo of her steps on the metal stairs above you. Whatever it was, she left empty-handed. There are no casual muggins in an abandoned rocket silo. She came down here looking specifically for you, and for something specific on you. She left something behind. It's a paper bag, somewhat wrinkled from your attacks, with a rectangular aperture like a mailbox slit cut into it as an eye hole. And the assailant, his fan, the metal stripper who was outside. At least you have a lead, of some kind. You should return to the surface operant.
Cascade, you can see me?
Your formidable gazes at you. Stoop. His hair looks like it exploded.
Okay, you can definitely see me. That's less than ideal. You could have been anyone. I've put a lot of time into psychogenic translucency. Yet another attempted dismantling by they.
He takes you deceptively blank. Just behind, his perfect memory ticks and whirs like ancient clockwork.
Thanks for enduring the stares. I'm aware they're significant. I'm glad my fact... You didn't receive my dispatch? So, as we stand here talking, there is currently a sensitive
How did he know you were there?
It said one thing. If you didn't get that fax, what are you doing down here? That's an encouraging start. I'm going to trust you, Cascade, but I don't like repeating myself. My message read, which I believe catches us up to the now.
A brief grin irradiates his pale face.
Monaxial intelligence and hermetic operation.
Your former double step.
It's an acronym? Very good. Acronyms are important. A poor acronym can single-handedly ruin a legitimate operation. That was genuinely the worst acronym I've ever heard was FLEG. The Foreign Legion of Egalitarian. MIHO is a brand new counterintelligence agency. No lies. Net zero deception. Imagine it, Cascade. The world as it is, disreflected. Psychedelically ambitious.
He's taking this seriously. You should too.
Really? I thought... Anyway, yes. Great. You are speaking with its director, yes. Due to security and communication concerns, MIHO's director is also its sole rep. It keeps things secure. I can declassify documents just by thinking about them. From the Operant Bureau's grimoire. Advanced is doing a lot of heavy lifting there. They should drop that, and maybe drop the cognitive part too while they're at it. I mean, you used it on S-Doc? Playing the victim, as you often do with all incidents S-Doc. New silo rule. No more advanced cognitive maneuvers on former app. MIHO will certainly take it into account. I concur. Information critical.
You hear his words, then unhear them.
All too real.
He closes his eyes and tilts his head, as if in pain.
Of course it matters, Cascade.
Holocene has never once lied to you.
I'm eager to delve into the specifics of who turned us to searing dust, but the specifics are irrelevant.
Solvent abuse allegation. Unsubstantiated. Hostile.
They've got you on a new assignment already. I can practically smell your singed ion channels. So nothing. So everything. A tapeworm. Why have you accepted this almost certainly doom-sealed assignment from the Operant Bureau? Good luck with that one. The cosmic point. My own loyalty to the Opera is
He rummages briefly, then produces a formidable...
As you've probably gathered from its aura, this is a thermobaric-grade explosive document. Do not let it fall into the hands of its very subject. Whatever gave you that idea? There can be no doubt that I live in a rocket silo. True, I will never again work for the Opera, but I would be open to an interdepartmental collaboration between the Opera and MIHO. By and large, I'm still a subscriber, but far from a true believer. I saw something in it once. It had a glow. Then it lost it somewhere along the way. Please, Cascade. Next you'll tell me you're an Ultravioletta fan. The end of history is the only worthwhile tenet of communism remaining. History is not a linear march of fastidiously checked. Better to end it. Roll credits, then smash the projector. I do. That's the problem. I was let in unawares. seduced by communist hermeneutics. I wouldn't be who I am if I hadn't once been a communist. But now that I am who I am, I can never be one again. Likewise, Cascade. Cascade. Excellent idea, Cascade.
A shocking demotion. Wrong.
I would act as assignment lead for Miho. You would act as assignment lead. Of course. Then our two agencies can freely share any self-hold information.
Your former double. A familiar tech.
Likely the assassination of a major political figure, Lucian. But I've already said too much. Good thing I brought all my chips. There is my proposition. An interdepartmental collaboration.
Temporary asset. He has lost his mind. There is nothing temporary about Operant Cascade.
I see. I could maybe stretch to lead asset. Ceremonial for the moment, of course. We're almost set. Of course, we can't.
It seems.
So, here's my first directive, special asset. Get cleaning. I can barely hear you above all this mess, Cascade. As I said, oversee. In your own time.
A silver beneath the word Cosmocomeda. A grinning cosmonaut. One gloved hand giving a thumbs up. Produced by a company called Vanguard. The best few. Tossed in the corners, clotted beneath. This is a man with a system. 5, to be You went east. He went. Your former double glances back at you. Pushes his glasses up his face. Then turns away. The packet makes a dark patch of glistening mold curls out. The mold has a vague and irregular shape, like black splotches of malignancy, 1,000 skinny antennas, the solid operant instincts. You turn away. The mold's tendrils rise. This is not about cleaning. Of course, there is a room behind. Curtains twitch at the windows. You'll need a key. He wants you to find something he cannot give you. It is disguised. That piece of paper right there. Maybe. This is not about cleaning. It is not even about this room. The denser part sits low, tucked into the upper corner. Definitely came from there. It's just nothing at all. It's not an infestation. Just a lonely smudge of dark damp with zero ambitions. You turn away. The mold's tendrils rise You steady your... The mold's tendril. You slide. You tip the mold into a nearby container, frail as ash. This needs a specialist, or at least slime clerk. Educated mold. Not really. Nothing observable at least. Quiet calculation. You turn away from the mold. A sheet of impossible consonant. A cipher. Right now. That's the attitude. One glance. Almost certain. You refold the paper and slip it into your pocket.
Well, the room situation is much improved, Cascade. Very clean. Fine job.
Your former double stares blankly at you, as if you never...
Cascade. A thorough clean will always turn up expected and completely
Holocene unfold.
High time for another Cosmo ration. How many have I had today? It's hard to keep track sometimes as...
Your former double...
I've tolerated the cardiovascular grandpa too long.
He runs a smooth...
Miho's counter-analysis is the finest in the hemisphere. I'm sure you can, Cascade. Miho believes...
The block of... Through it a shot. The tech... Yamoxirum give a book a talk from the graphics swords evangular fix girl I with before could chips graphics trained. Strip away the romanticism. Code. Scream at it until the words self. Most. Bigrams, trigrams, character frequency, index of certain letters. Knowing which and spotting them as patterns. Even when more than you can possibly. Index of some more specific. If a key word has been used, there is no getting it. In the cipher once yet. You fall.
You're responsible. These are your own person. You think it's cool? Is they?
Your enemies.
You are a blast zone. Your fuse is...
Holocene cipher unfolds its consonant-strangled gibberish. The disks of your internal code break. Every once in a while, one clicks into place. A momentum is gained. As the bags grew heavy with his blood, he was reminded of a belief he had harbored as a tongue, singular. The beauty of cipher. It induced a pleasant torpor in him to watch the hoe stiffen as his blood filled it, raising itself like the hackles on a frightened animal. A memory is knocked loose. It's a scene from Holoclene's favourite novel. It's almost as if Holocene knew you would cross its path. The answer is in the book. The text was only part of the cipher. Oh, look. A fresh rung on the abject mental illness ladder. It induced a pleasant, eerily familiar now. You put the cipher... HS last... The book is 563 pages long.
Cascade, stop. Don't overthink this. I just did. I can again if you... I'm not. This is just a
likely story.
You don't have to read the book. You just have to read the cipher. And that very particular chapter that the...
Of course. Reread the cipher, using the...
Exactly. Also, Cascade.
291 characters divides into 3, so it's going to be something very simple.
Yes, Cascade. Find the chapter in the novel that the passage of text is from. Then, consider... For each triad, take each letter's numbered position in the alphabet. The first is the page number. The second...
Why is he starting at the end? M is the 13th letter of the alphabet.
You already have. You are now replete with the requisite mind tools. Time to give this cipher what for.
Put them both together. An ancient map to the catacombs of meaning. You look at the cipher and the book next. The maelstrom of black markings feels like home. You skim the book and find the relevant chapter, which turns... Then, taking the first letter... Onwards, you've... The first word... Oh no. Don't think yet. Just solve. I betrayed crew Miho, compromised from within, direct or melee FID until I betrayed crew Miho, compromised from within. Director, malafide until extraction. Oh, I'm sorry. So he claims. It also doesn't make sense. Caroline. A paragraph from the red folder flashes redder across your mind, possessing a monstrous intelligence that rests on hallucinatory logical construction. If so, the board has reached its end state. You read the words again, but definitely more ominous. It can only be a fear of interception. One person, a single... Your eye catches again on the malafide, bad faith, standard espionage parlance for... Unlikely he means a location extraction. The silo... The ration pack crinkles as you turn it on. There's enough in this box. You pocket the freeze-dried rations.